Hey everyone, it's Nerf Boy Productions here, and today you guys asked for it, so here is my review of the brand new Nerf Rival Khaos. This blaster is, just like all the other Rivals guns, comes in red and blue and is pretty much the flagship blaster of the new Rivals. They came out with two new guns this year, the Khaos and the Atlas. I previously did a video on the Atlas, which you can check out in the description. And this is the Khaos. I've actually already taken a look at it, and I'll let you know what my thoughts are at the end of the video, but I asked you guys if you'd like to see a video on it, and everyone said yeah, so here is the Khaos. So the Khaos is big. Let me start by saying the Khaos is big. So I'm 5'10", and the Khaos is like pretty massive, and it takes like 6 D batteries, so it's pretty heavy. I think they're either C or D, but it's very annoying. Other than that, you can see some basic features. It's got a very big magazine on the front here. It's got a bunch of rows that hold, of course, the Rival ammunition, which is the high impact rounds. We also have the Picatinny style rail that comes on all of the Rivals guns. So it's this long one strip on the top and a short one on the bottom there. That's going to allow you to attach any real steel attachments, so any attachments that go on real guns will fit on these, which is pretty cool. And you can also use any of the Nerf existing attachments, which is awesome. No thing for barrel extensions or stocks or anything, but that's all well and good. You've got some flip-up iron sights, which I think are very, very nice. I actually quite like the sights. The only problem is you have to put your cheek down quite a bit to aim with it. There's no cheek riser pad or anything, and this rear sight actually falls a little short to where you have to look. It's a little uncomfortable, but yeah, the stock is not collapsible or expandable. It's all stationary, and that's actually where the batteries are going to go in order to even out the weight a little more. This gun's electric, of course, so it's flywheel power. That means you've got 2 triggers, a rev trigger and a firing trigger. So you're going to rev up the motors and then hold the trigger to fire. Now, something that's cool about this gun is it's not the same push firing mechanism as most guns are. Just like the Hyperfire, this gun uses a belt. If you can see in there, there's a little black belt, and it actually spins, and it feeds the balls into the chamber where they get launched. Other than that, the gun on the left side only has a safety. I always like when Nerf guns have safety because it means it's going to be a powerful one. And other than that, that's about it. Like I said, the gun does come in blue and red. You can check out those awesome graphics on the right side here. Typical Nerf fashion, nothing on the left side of the body, but the right side's painted up nice. You got Rival on the stock. Now let's take a look at the magazine, because this in itself is quite the engineering feat. It actually takes a lot of inspiration from real magazines, but as you can see here, it's clear on one side, solid on the other, and on the solid side, it's got like 4 pegs, and these pegs basically go down, and they're spring powered, but they go down and then they lock into place. So you can lock them there at the bottom, and what that means is you throw the Rivals balls through there and they just kind of fall into the chamber. So I'll show you what I mean. I have a big tub of Rivals high impact rounds, and you just alright guys, the magazines are completely full, and it took quite a while. I always find that this takes quite a while to load, but once it is, you have 40 rounds, so quite a few. The magazine actually goes into the gun kind of on an angle, which makes it look awesome, and you can also see the balls as they exit the chamber, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit of a firing demo here. The first thing you'll notice is that this blaster features fully automatic action. That means that when you rev up and then you just hold the trigger, it's going to launch like bang, 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 right? You don't have to pull the trigger, you just pull it once and it'll fire automatically. That being said, I find that it drops in power dramatically as soon as you go full auto, and the more you shoot on the full auto, the more it drops in power. So it's better if you actually just hold down the trigger and kind of use it as a semi-automatic weapon. You can probably tell right there that it's much like more powerful, and then it'll die down when I go full auto. So there's your 40 shots. I know, it's a lot. Although it's a lot, it definitely takes much longer to load this than it does to shoot it, especially because it's a fully auto blaster. I like that it's 40 round mag. I think that's very much needed. But ever heard of a speed loader nerf? I think they need to do that for a gun like this to truly work. And what a speed loader is, essentially, they're seen in airsoft quite a bit. Basically, you have a chamber, basically this large chamber, where you just pour in the ammunition. It only really works with round ammunition, but so you pour in BBs, and then it's got this pump and a spout at the end, and you put the spout up to whatever magazine you're filling, and you just pump this little primer, and it basically spits the BBs from this big chamber all down into the mag. So this thing takes a long time to fill, as well as any other Rivals mag. If you had a chamber that was like this big or something, and you could just pour in your ammunition and then pump it into the mag, if you see what I'm saying, it would be a much better idea. And I think that's something they should totally do for a magazine or any of the Rivals series. With that all said, I don't know if it's apparent to you, but I really don't like the Khaos. It's extremely expensive, one of the most expensive blasters we've seen in a long time. It's very heavy. It's 40 rounds, yeah, but you go through them very fast. I much rather prefer the Atlas, which is the new spring-powered double-barrel shooting one, and again, you can check out that video. But that doesn't mean I don't like this gun at all. I actually really like the Rivals series. The ammunition for indoor play is by far the most accurate I've ever seen out of a toy. I really like that. And of course these things are for ages 14 and up or 12 and up or something like that, but it's a higher age range. And that being said, this one shoots at like 100 feet per second, it claims. So pretty cool stuff. And I personally just wish Nerf made more, because so far they've only made 4 guns. We need some pistols. We need different style guns, because we haven't seen too much different types of weapons in the Rival stuff. We've just kind of seen submachine guns or, like, you know, full auto. That's all we've really seen. So I want to see some different stuff. If you're watching this Nerf, I want to see some different blasters, and I want to see so many, because I think the Rival has such a potential, and it's definitely some of my favorite blasters out there. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Khaos? Do you like the Atlas? Do you like the older ones? And do you like the Rival series at all? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I have new videos every single Saturday, so stick around for those. And I hope you guys enjoy this one, and you know what to do. As always, this was Nerf Boy Productions, signing off.